Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Audie's Passport, with me, Adiana Palacios. I just wanted first to say thank you for all the support on my last video. I posted on Saturday and it's almost, last time I checked, to 140 views, so that makes me really happy. Thank you for all the likes and comments and subscriptions, yeah. So thank you for that. And this video is, disclaimer, this video is going to be a little long. I wanted to talk about London, Paris, Rome, and details about that trip, and some things I forgot in my last video, and some necessities I think that are necessary to bring with you. And yeah, so let's get to it. So talking about New Year's in Paris and London, Paris, Rome with EF Ultimate Break. So I went in 2019, pre-COVID, which is crazy to think about, right? That was so long ago already, or it feels like forever. But yeah, so I'll start with things we did, and I'll link those in the description. So for New Year's Eve, we went to Nod Rooftop Bar in Paris, and even before we left, so about a month before, we made reservations to get a little table. A group of girls got a table together, and we got drinks and such at the table, so I will link that in the description. I don't know if that's still going on right now, or will be going on for 2022, but that is what we did. In London, we did Ballie Ballerson, which is a bar / ball pit. That was super fun. Totally recommend getting a group of people to go, and pitching in to get a table and drinks is totally worth it. I put some pictures in my slideshow that you'll see, but they have like these light up Capri Sun drinks, which are super yummy, alcoholic but super yummy, and it was a really fun time. It's like a disco ball pit, so I'm gonna link that. Colosseum Bar Crawl was a bar crawl in Rome that we went to. I went to like 3 or 4, I think, different bars, and there was pizza at one of them, and that was a really fun thing. Most people in our group went, so we were kind of all together. So also recommend doing that when you're there. And we had tea at Sanderson Hotel in London. When I looked at the website, so I could link it in my description, it said they're currently closed, but I think having tea anywhere, really, like maybe in like a kind of upscale hotel, is really nice. This one was Mad Hatter's afternoon tea, so it was Alice in Wonderland themed. I don't know if it's just closed for a little bit, or if they're not doing it at all, but I will also link the hotel website in the description anyways. Okay, so I'm going to talk about London first, because that was the first city we went to. So I was kind of going to go day by day what we did, summary of each day. So obviously day 1 is your flight to London. That's an overnight flight. When you get there, you will have one roommate. Well, at least we did. I don't know if it's the same for all, but we had one roommate. I had one roommate, and we stayed in a hotel. That was really nice. Day 2 is your first full day in London, and you meet your tour guide. You'll get to the hotel, you'll get situated, shower, unpack a little bit, and then your welcome dinner is that night. And we had a little bit of time to explore after, but it was pretty late, kind of late afternoon when we arrived, so didn't have a lot of time that day. But day 3 is so I should say day 3 is like really your whole full day. But yeah. And sightseeing that's what day 3 is for. We went to Westminster Abbey. We explored the city. We did not do the river cruise. That's an excursion that's on the website. I didn't get to do it, but that is also optional, that you can pay for extra to do. And Day 4 is your free day in London. We went to Piccadilly Circus, so a lot of shopping we did that day. And the video that is after this, it's Piccadilly Circus is the area with all the lights. We went and it was still decorated after Christmas, so I know I have a picture of a whale that's lit up, so that's Piccadilly Circus. And then we took the tube to Ballie Ballerson that night, and that is the pictures of the disco ball pit. So that was super fun. Day 5 is your train ride to Paris. It's super short. It's only 2 hours. For my Harry Potter fans out there, St. Pancras Station. So that's where Harry Potter caught the Hogwarts Express at platform 9 3/4. So that was a little fun fact that was on the EF booking site when you book your trip. And in Paris, I can't quite remember, but it's either 4 or 5 to a room. So I didn't do the Ultimate Plus London Paris Rome trip. I did the regular. So that's a difference, is when you don't do Ultimate Plus, you're in hostels. They're still really nice. I thought our hostel was great. We had a mini bathroom in there, and then there's more showers, like not community showers, but they were in the hallway of our hostel, and it's still like pretty private. It wasn't terrible at all. I guess my impression of hostels wasn't super positive going in because I had always heard things, but our hostel was really nice, and there was a little cafeteria downstairs and people hung out outside, so it was still like a really welcoming and like friendly environment, the hostel we stayed at. What else? So yeah, day 5, you travel to Paris, you get there, you get to your hostel, you can change, take a quick shower if you want to freshen up, and then we walked around Paris for a bit, and then that evening we went on a cruise of the Seine, and we saw the Eiffel Tower. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that right. Pretty sure it's Seine though, I think. Okay, so now day 6. So that's New Year's Eve, and that's a kind of a free day-ish. We saw the Eiffel Tower during the day, the Louvre, the Champs-Élysées, I don't know if that's right, hopefully it is, Arc de Triomphe, and the Luxembourg Gardens. So we also, for New Year's Eve, when you book a New Year's Eve trip with Ultimate Break, you will have like a group celebration at a venue, and ours had like all the other EF groups that were there at the same time. So I got to meet other people that were also on the New Year's Eve trip, like that were on different tour guides, or yeah, just on different EF Ultimate Break trips all together, but we all met together at that venue. And then we went to Nod. We took a taxi to the Nod rooftop bar, and like I said, New Year's Eve super popular, so it's best to book, if you're going to do any New Year's Eve events outside of the EF one, to book those ahead of time so you can reserve a table and drinks and whatnot. That day 6 would have been our day to go to Versailles, but we were not able to go there because the workers were on strike, and so that it was closed to us, but we were refunded the cost of the excursion. I would say a couple weeks after we got back, we got a check in the mail. So we were refunded, and so like not to worry if something's canceled. EF is going to take care of you, and they're not gonna, cheat you out of money if you aren't able to do something. Yeah. Okay, so day 7 was your free day, like completely free day. There's nothing really planned for you at all. Me and a few other girls went to Sainte-Chapelle. Also, like I said, hope I'm pronouncing these right. The catacombs were closed, so we didn't get to go to those, but we went to Sainte-Chapelle, and it's a really big chapel with huge glass stained windows. I put some pictures in my little slideshow that's going to be attached. So huge glass stained windows, amazing. It's just incredible that someone, more than, not just one person, but that people made this incredible chapel. And I put some little fun facts because it was probably one of my favorite parts about Paris, when we visited. So it was built in 7 years, and there's 1,113 scenes from the Old Testament and New Testament. It was built during the Renaissance Gothic period. And yeah, so it was just incredible. I'm glad that we got to visit. We also booked that ahead of time online on their website, so I will link the website to that also. If you're able to have time, I really recommend it. What else? So that day we also went to restaurants, we went shopping, and I put little stars on my notes. But for those that are wanting to try escargot, I really recommend it. At first I was a little bit weary about it too. How they look, it's kind of weird, but it was really, really good. I'm glad that I tried it. I had it twice when I was there, and I wish that I had eaten it more because it was super good. I probably won't have escargot like that ever again unless I go back, which I want to anyways, but it was really, really good. So super yummy, and recommend trying the escargot. Even if you're a little bit like, ooh, that's gross, it's a snail. But I promise you it's yummy. Also the creme brulee, of course, and wine, obviously. But yeah, so, okay, day 8. We traveled to Rome. This one, for rooming, we had 3 in 1 room. We stayed at a hotel. It was really nice. So the flight from Paris to Rome was about 3-4 hours. I don't really remember. I slept the whole time like I normally do on my flights, but it was not really long at all. Got to the hotel, showered, changed clothes, and we explored Rome for a little bit. Went to the Trevi Fountain, saw the Spanish Steps that day, and went to a restaurant, and then went to bed. And then day 9 is your walking tour of Rome and your pasta making class, which is an excursion that you're able to decide if you want to do. I really recommend it. We made the pasta from scratch. It was super fun. We got to eat the pasta that we made afterwards, and we had a glass of wine with it. It was incredible. Seeing everyone got to like pass the dough around, and we all got to put the pasta through the little machine and make our own noodles. So yeah, super fun. Recommend it. And when are you ever gonna say you made pasta in Rome? And if you don't do the excursion, then you can't say it. So I really recommend doing it. And yeah. What else? And that was the night that we did the Colosseum Bar Crawl. So yeah, and also recommend obviously getting gelato, cappuccinos, doing a lot of shopping. As most people know, luxury goods are cheaper in Rome and Paris, but lots of stuff was closed in Paris because it was New Year's Day when we were there. But so getting any luxury shopping done, and yeah, just eating yummy food, because all my foodies out there, that's what matters. But what else? Okay, so day 10. So that's your last day in Rome. You are, if you decide to, you're going to do the Vatican excursion that day. And we also saw we did a little Colosseum tour, and we saw the Roman Forum. For the Vatican excursion, it is extra. But like I said again, probably all the excursions I recommend, because I think you're there in another country, and I think trying to do as much as you can while you're there is worth it. 10,000% I recommend. I did it. I loved it. You're like in awe the whole time you're there, that, you know, especially in the Sistine Chapel, that, wow, like Michelangelo really painted this. Someone did this, and it's still here. I have pictures in the video of it, a little slideshow. That's next. Also, since you're seeing the Vatican, then you're in Vatican City, and that is the smallest country in the world. And you are also going to see the Vatican Museum and St. Peter's Basilica. So I just think you're getting to see all these things in one excursion. It's incredible. Like, I really can't, I don't think there's words to say, like, when you're in the Vatican and what that's like. In the pictures that I put, I'm wearing like a little veil over my head. That's not, you don't have to do that. I just did it because, well, I'm Catholic, so in old, I don't want to say old times, but Traditionally, you can wear a veil like when you enter a church, so I just wore one because I thought that it was kind of like a nice touch, but you don't have to do that. And yeah, and then day 11, you fly home. And that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else really. I'm going to link all the things in the description if you just want to check them out anyways, if you're planning on doing the New Year's Eve trip, London, Paris, Rome for this coming year. And yeah, so I guess last note is they are having their sale, $22 down, which isn't like, I mean, that's so cheap. And yeah, if you use my link or my code, you get another $100 off your trip. And yeah, I think that's it. Hopefully my notes helped and I didn't forget anything. But if I did, I will put a little note in the description or a little slide once I edit this. But yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know. You can connect with me on Instagram and Twitter. Both are the same, AUDIII_. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for watching and happy travels.